Yes, everyone. Welcome to Back of the Net podcast. This is Burnley versus Arsenal preview. Listen, what 19th versus third in the table. You know what? I'm not going to try. I'm going to try not to be too confident, but I don't know. I just can't see how they beat us. I really, really can't. They've been playing some decent football, so credit where it's due to Company and the boys. They've got Odibo in the wing. They've just signed Fofana as well. And they've got him up front with, I think it's like Amdouni, I think his name is. So it'll cause a couple of problems, but I feel like after the way he played against West Ham, the last four games, I think we scored like 16, 17 goals. So we're in a good place at the moment. And this is one of them games where, notoriously Arsenal had a great result against a big side. And then they go and play one of these smaller sides and tends to struggle a bit. But I look at the performance against West Ham, and I just think the whole team played well. I think Raya's getting a bit more confident. Do that just in case, because something bad could happen tomorrow. I think the midfield are looking good. I think Saliba and Gabriel together are forming that formidable partnership at the moment at the back. I think we've got a couple of players coming back as well. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on who exactly is coming back into the squad, but I'm hearing rumours that Tomiyasu will be back soon. Partey, I think, will be next week or probably the week after. So it's just nice to know that we're getting a couple of players back. And it's weird because I don't remember the last time we had a fully fit team with no one injured. Like we always hear rumours of, okay, everyone's going to be back. And then the game comes and a couple of people are out. So it'll be good to see like a fully fit team. And I just look through that Burnley side and I just don't see any way they can get even a point tomorrow. I just think, Arsenal will be too strong for them. But again, that's no slight on Burnley because they've changed up the style that they used to have. We remember back in the day, man, they would get the ball from the back straight up to the top. Ashley Barnes, Jay Rodriguez, Chris Wood as well, let's not forget. And they were just brutal. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't imagine what the game was like for the defenders, the centre backs back then, always having to jump up, head the ball. It was a lot of work. But now Burnley try and play the ball on the floor a bit. All right, sometimes they move the ball up, but it's not as much as it used to be. And I like what Company's trying there. And I feel like with them, they're building a team where they probably know they're going to get relegated. But it's one of them where they're thinking, let's prepare for next season. I think the owners are comfortable with Company, thinking he'll bring them up next season. And he'll add a couple more players as well. And I feel like with a lot more experience, a lot more time, he'll get even better players in. So they're in a good place. I don't think they're in like Sheffield United where it's like they go down and you think, oh, they're really going to struggle. I think Burnley will go back down to the Championship. Of the quality of their team, I think they'll just swipe the floor of their position the same way they did last season. So, yeah, I think they're in a good place. I think they're in a decent place. But for Arsenal's business, you know what I mean? Arsenal will be playing after Liverpool. We'll be playing away at Brentford. So I think, and you said Burnley again, I think Liverpool should beat them. Providing Liverpool do that, that will open up a gap again. They'll go 5 points clear. It'll be up to Arsenal again to close the gap. And I think sometimes when you're chasing, it's a bit better. It's a bit better to be chasing. I think at a certain point, you kind of don't want to show your card. Look at Arsenal last season. All right, cool. Yeah, they bottled it. I know everyone's going to say they bottled it. But at the end of the day, it was one of them where you could see they were feeling the pressure of the team that were behind them. And then eventually they got swamped up. City went and won the league. So I feel like it suits Arsenal to be where they are at the moment. City still have the game in hand. So obviously that can still affect things. But I just think Arsenal just got to keep racking up the goals. Continue to be clinical, clinical against West Ham. Excuse me. Clinical against West Ham. Scored the goals they needed to. Trossard scoring. Havertz putting in a performance. Right, he didn't score, but he played well. And I just think, normally Arsenal will start the season well and then peter out. It's been a bit of a reverse this season. With doubts with how they're playing. Oh, Arsenal not really playing the best. And I just feel like now they're slowly picking up. And Burnley, Porto, and then I think it's Newcastle next. I might be wrong. So if I'm wrong, there's some point in the comments and you can disagree as much as well. But I think those are the games. And those are important games, This is the type of game where you want to get it done by halftime, rotate the squad, prepare for the Champions League game, which is also away, big game. And yeah, you don't want any injuries. You want it to be plain sailing. obviously football, anything can happen. But it's just hard for me to see it, and that's not being, too cocky or arrogant. I just don't see the way Burnley can do it. I think they'll cause a couple of scares, but I think Arsenal have enough quality to go out there and ensure that they'll win this game. I was going to say 3-4-1, but I saw them keep a clean sheet against West Ham, and West Ham didn't really look that scoring. So I think if Arsenal do that again, I think they've got a comfortable clean sheet. I'm going for a 3-4-0, and from there again, that's more pressure in terms of wanting to win the league. I know a lot of people say, league Arsenal fans are dreaming, but why not? Why not? Last season we were so far ahead. All right, cool, we slipped up, but this season's different. We're just there. We've got Declan Rice now. Yeah, Declan Rice, Gabriel, and Saliba. That triangle there just brings us so much solidity up front. Okay, we rotate from time to time. Sometimes Havertz can do Martinelli if we need to, and I feel like Saka's now picking up as well. Like, we're starting to see a bit of the old Saka. We need to see it more in a couple of games. The blonde hair's gone now, innit? So we're seeing better performances. Those that know I called that out. Yeah, when he went blonde, and I said, go back to black. Yeah, hashtag Amy Winehouse. Yeah, I just felt like he had to do it because I just felt like there was something missing in his performances. But now he's performing well. Defense is looking good. As I said before, Raya gaining confidence. And I just want to see a decent performance. And not all of us Arsenal fans, we're tired of the performances away from home. We saw against Fulham already this season, Newcastle away, Aston Villa away, even Fulham at home. We didn't beat Fulham this season at all. So, we just want a comfortable win. All right. I know Arsenal of old didn't make things comfortable, but I think this team's different. I think we can win this one comfortably. So let's see what happens in this one. I'm not sure what you guys think, whether you're Arsenal fans, any other teams fans. Comment, let me know what you think. But I'm going for a 4-0 win in this one, and we get the 3 points, go on to the next game, and let's see where we are come next week and week after that one. But listen, guys, just want to chuck a little preview out there. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Your favorite podcast, football podcast, Back in the Net. I'm out. Peace.